welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing a if you feel like this, do this video. Alright, so for this I'll be using some concepts brought to us by Chris Duncan, and as well as a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple T's, let's get into the cards and concepts. So my computer is doing some weird thing where it kind of, I don't know, once I hit more than 10 minutes on a recording, it like, I can't use it. So I'm gonna have to like chop it up in some type of way, shape or form. But in any case, so I already pulled your cards and I kept them. So I am going to rehash them in a way, or reread them in the order that they came out. Yes. So for the individuals who do not feel capable of doing something, anything, and it could be whatever, right? So what I pulled for you guys is rebuild. Rebuild. This could be rebuild your confidence, rebuild your know-how, rebuild your understanding, rebuild. I mean, this, when I just said this, all right, it reminded me of my time after my accident, because I was, for those who aren't aware of it, I was hit by a car when I was 19, and so usually when that happens, and mine was not a small accident, it was huge. I was in a coma for 4 months and 3 weeks, almost 5 months. So let's just say that when I woke up, I had a lot to catch up on, a lot. And it took me 7.5 years to get back to what I was before, or a little less, you know. But like today, it's been 15 years since my accident, and it looks like nothing ever happened. But that is only the case because I worked really hard on rebuilding myself, right? That is what I wanted to create, a Talar that looked like nothing ever happened. So what I'm getting is, if you want to feel more capable in doing something, whatever it may be, I feel like you need to rebuild your confidence. Sorry. There's like a fruit fly that is zooming around. But in any case, is there something that is kind of catching your attention? It's like diverting your attention for like a minute. Anyway, so what I was saying is that if you don't feel capable of doing something, I feel like you need to rebuild your ability to get back to what you were, but in a better way. Okay? So that is what I get for that. Now, on to the individuals who do not feel worthy. And for you guys, I pulled dumbfounded and surprised. I feel like it's dumbfounded and surprise yourself, or that you can do something which will then in turn dumbfound and surprise people around you because they don't believe that you can do it. So this is just sticking it to the man or sticking it to them, alright, is what I'm getting. Now the next is for the individuals who don't belong. And for you guys, I pulled put yourself first, focus on you. So for those of you who don't belong, I feel like don't belong. It's because you are putting the focus on what other people are saying and not on what you believe about yourself. And right, with that, if you put yourself first and you focus on you, you take your power back. And when you take your power back, you will be able to feel like you belong. Because in reality, if God has put you on this planet, you have the right to be here. You belong. You know, no one trumps God. I'm sorry. No one trumps God. If God has decided that you are apt to be where you are apt to be here. A part of us, and among us. And you have something to teach us. Okay? So that was it for the people that don't feel like they belong this week. Now, on to the individuals that don't feel perfect. The card that I pulled for you guys was Expand. So for the individuals that don't feel perfect, I feel like it's just a matter of expanding your focus, expanding your perception, expanding your know-how, expanding all that stuff. Once you do that, I feel like you will feel perfect because you'll have more understanding of what needs to happen in order to do what you need to do, if that makes sense at all, you know. So if you don't feel perfect, it's probably because you have your know-how or your abilities are not as expansive as they should. Okay, so that is what I have for the individuals who don't feel perfect. Now on to the individuals who don't feel significant. You got right, and on the side I have scratched out type. The reason why is because when you write, there is much more kinesthetics going into it because your body is moving more. There's more muscles in your hand. There are a lot of muscles in your hand that you utilize when you write than when you type. So it is suggested that you write more. All right. I think there are like thousands of muscles that you use when you write, and when you type, I think there's only 7. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying, if you want to really like sear something in your mind, write it out. Okay. Yes. I'm guessing that's why back in the day, people, like teachers would have their students write things, right? Like detention would be writing a specific phrase again and again so that it can get seared in your mind, literally. Okay? So just write or rewrite the story you tell yourself that makes you feel insignificant. Because if you write something that makes you feel more significant, all right, you will have fixed that issue that you might have. Okay, so that was it for the individuals who don't feel significant. Now on to the individuals that do not feel good enough. And I pulled for you guys for this, visualize the future you want. Okay, if you don't feel good enough about something, it could be anything, it could be whatever. So generally, if you don't feel good enough, it's because you don't see yourself having it. And there is a lot to be said for the fact that when you see it in your mind's eye, you believe it more. And that creates the memory, because your mind doesn't know if you're imagining it or if you're actually seeing it. So see yourself doing it. And that's what visualization is for. Now, I do understand that there's a lot of debunking going on, but like people say it doesn't work, visualization doesn't work, and blah blah blah. But visualization coupled with a strong emotion would work better than just visualizing yourself. Because if you are visualizing yourself while feeling like shit, or while feeling like you can't do this, or you're incapable of doing this, or whatever adjective you want to slap on there, and if you do that feeling the wrong emotions, you will attract the wrong thing. But if you do this thinking and feeling the right emotions, and the emotions that get you all fired up, well, that will in turn allow you to manifest it more quicker. And I say this because we are made of about 70% water. And what are our thoughts, right? But electrical currents going through our neurons, right? And once they go through our neurons, they go down our spine, and they go out into our nerves and whatnot. Now, imagine if the electrical current passes through the water that is in your body, and that you feel, right? Because water is very conductive. It's a very conductive element. So if you have electricity going through the water inside your body, and like kind of electrical shocking every single bit of you with your feelings and your emotions that you are attaching to that thought, what will happen? But you will have etched another like thought process, another thing that makes you want to do whatever it is that you are doing more. Okay, so I'm just saying, don't knock these things. They can scientifically be proven now, and there's more weight to it because it's being scientifically proven. If you don't believe me, watch What the Bleep Do You Know? What the Bleep Do We Know? There's a lot of stuff in that movie. Okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.